Hey, all Pete here again from Candy Studio, and this is it, finally here. This is the Age of Sigmar themed terrain set that I teased you guys about last week. Obviously, straight away, you can see the fountains, which was a sales piece, which is now being converted up to fit the set. So thanks to the customer for that. Got a large blood pool and a big, massive blood falls as well. Okay, and just like the last video, obviously, I managed to show you how big the set is. There he is. That just shows how big the set is straight away. So yep, like I say, the fountain, the customer bought it because it was part of the sales stuff I was trying to get rid of. All I done was basically blooded up the water. Nothing else has changed on it, just the water's all turned to blood on both sides, which gives it a really, really nice effect actually. I wasn't too sure about it in the beginning, but it looks really good. Like I say, nothing's changed with that, obviously. Next piece is the big, massive blood pool. Like I say, this is a big, massive piece. I know the red's probably come up quite shiny and stuff on video, but like I say, like the customer wanted, it was a pool sort of effect. He'd seen something that Black Tower Terrain had done, so sorry if Jason have copied you if you watch this. But yeah, obviously it was like a sort of rock in the middle of a pool effect, so I just done my own spin on it like he asked. Obviously, you might not be able to see it too well, but there's one or two areas, especially in here in the little cave area, the water it's coming down. Over that side, it's coming down as well. Just here, it's coming down. And I think there was another one just hidden between the rocks there. It was flowing down as well. So obviously, like I say, you got the rocks for putting miniatures on top of. Got a couple of tufts of dead grass as well. Obviously, all the blood starts from the middle and flows over the sides. All around the base is just little dead tufts of grass, stones, mud, really weathered rock effects. Which did really turn out really nice once it all got together. Okay, so that's the blood pool. And the blood fountain, blood falls, should I say. This is heavy. I'll just show you the sort of base work first. Like I say, these are just based on big, giant mats. You can see all the rock work in that. Got a couple of tufts of grass. There's obviously good little layers for putting miniatures down there. See, it goes all up the back. The top actually overflows, well, laps over, giving more of a effect. Like I say, it's a dual, well, double-sided fallen effect I done. You can see, sort of see like the bubbling effect coming down. I'll admit it doesn't look, to me personally, doesn't look that great, which I'm sorry about. Obviously it's underneath as well. It has got quite a huge lip over the front of it. I should put it down. Like you can see, there's the big huge lip that comes over, which was one the main feature I was really wanting to do this. And obviously in the top as well, there's all the bubbling effect. And sorry that the varnish or the gloss is a bit shiny as well, which doesn't help. So yeah, like I say, double-sided, just falling off of both sides. I actually measured the drop distance, and it's actually about 4 inches, so it's the biggest waterfall drop I've done so far. I know people are wondering why is there little pegs there, but I was going to do a sunken jetty, but the customer advised against it, and so did I. But I just left them in just to add a little bit of effect, just for anything fun or that. Like I say, it's got the whole pool effect going around the top. It's all rock solid now, luckily. I had a bit of a issue halfway through it where most of it didn't set right, so I had to basically rip loads of it off and basically go back down to the bare essentials on the set. So that sort of wasted a bit of time. But yeah, this is basically the first proper commission work I've got on the channel. Obviously there was the Malifaux Nightmare Teddy's children room scenic base. Like I said, that's an old video way back. But obviously, yep, this is a great set. It's not my best work. I did do my hardest with it. Like I say, I love the pool to bits. I should have maybe copied what I've done with the fountain, done the water, and then done the blood over it, obviously, because that does give it a much nicer effect compared to the two of them. But like I say, there is possibly I'm not counting on there is going to be two more pieces from the same customer, so they'll be different. It won't be the blood effect again, it'll be completely different. But I do hope I'm not counting my chickens and not promising anything, but I hope to get another. Hopefully it does work, and I hope the customer likes these as well. And I hope you guys have liked them as well, as I've enjoyed making them. So if you are interested in any, just give me a shout if possible, and I'll see what I can do. And I will see you in the next video, guys. Peace.